안녕하세요. 무거운 마음으로 오늘 영상은 영어로만 진행하도록 하겠습니다. Hello guys. As you might know, there was a very tragic accident that happened in Korea. I'm sure a lot of international fans are aware as well because I see this post on K-pop subreddit. If you weren't aware, there was a catastrophic airplane accident occurred in Muan, South Korea, city of Muan. Due to the nature of this event, we believe that it will cause disruption to the Korean entertainment industry. So we'll talk about this very briefly in this video. Here are some articles attached in this post. And then here are some information articles in regards to cancellations in Korean entertainment industry. King of Masked Singer canceled. 2024 MBC Entertainment Awards canceled. SBS 인기가요 canceled for this Sunday. At the moment, we know that there has been cancellations. We do not know the extent of how long this will last. Anticipate that there will be a period of mourning that will affect the whole country, even through the current political strife. Right now, Korea doesn't have president president got impeached, and it's up to the Supreme Court. Constitutional Court to make the final decisions, and the Prime Minister, who has been serving as an acting president, got recently impeached as well. So there has been some political chaos going on. We'll be monitoring the situation closely, and if need be, we'll create a mega thread. Yep. So let's talk about very briefly. NBC award shows for entertainment award shows was canceled today. NBC cancels entertainment awards due to plane crash, uncertainty over remaining year-end programs. NBC has announced the cancellation of its year-end entertainment awards following the passenger plane crash at Muan Airport. The broadcast plans for the remaining year-end programs, including the drama awards and the music festival, are now uncertain. Music festival referring to 가요대제전. 2024 MBC 가요대제전 wannabe. On the 29th, NBC released an official statement. Due to the scheduling of an emergency news special, tonight's 2024 NBC Entertainment Awards, originally slated for 8:30 p.m., will not be aired. We kindly ask for the understanding of our viewers. Thank you. According to the statement, the Entertainment Awards, which had already canceled its photo wall event earlier, will now also not be broadcast. The award ceremony will still proceed as planned, though the decision regarding a recorded broadcast has yet to be made. An NBC representative further stated the airing of the Drama Awards on the 30th and the Music Festival on the 31st is currently under discussion. Originally, NBC had planned to air the 2024 Drama Awards on the 30th and the 2024 Music Festival on the 31st. However, following the cancellation of the Entertainment Awards, it is highly likely that these events will also be replaced by emergency news coverage. Earlier this morning, at approximately 9:07 a.m., a Jeju Air flight crashed at Muan International Airport while attempting to land. The plane collided with the outer wall of the runway during the landing attempt. We'll read more about this accident in detail in a bit. So, for 2024 MBC Music Festival, 가요대제전, we have several HYBE artists who are supposed to be performing. Among the MCs is TWS Dohun, and then for the artists we have Boy Next Door, ENHYPEN, New Jeans, and then Tomorrow by Together, To Us, and Promise 9. Oh, right. Wasn't this supposed to be their last performance as Pleiades Entertainment artist? If this is cancelled, then that would be very unfortunate. But I see that they have already done some pre-recording because I see these users posting about it on X, like people among the audience. So we'll see if NBC decides to air or not, broadcast or not. Because Korea is a super hyper-connected country. Whenever an accident, a tragic accident like this happens, people talk about it all the time. And this makes like entertainment industry is very conservative about their approach to what to broadcast or not, because they might face backlash. If they, how do I describe it? Because music festival is supposed to be festive, right? But if people are talking about these tragic things and many people are mourning, in the process of mourning, and they see these entertainment business industry broadcast, airing festive performances, smiling, laughing, dancing, then there will be tons of people criticizing, right? Like, what on earth are you doing? What are you guys thinking? So yeah, whenever something like this happens, large corporations, media companies become especially careful about their contents. Let's talk about the accident itself a bit. All right, Jeju airplane crashes at Muan airport. Most passengers presumed dead. A devastating accident occurred at Muan International Airport when a Jeju airplane carrying 181 passengers crashed into the outer wall of the runway during landing, resulting in a fire. The death toll has risen to 120, with further casualties expected as the aircraft's fuselage was largely burned. Turns out there were 2 survivors, and other 179 passengers are all killed. This article was released 1,500 hours. But there have been updates. No hope for additional survivors. According to the National Fire Agency, a report was received at approximately 9:03 a.m. on the 29th that Jeju Air flight 7C2216 from Bangkok, Thailand, had crashed while attempting to land at Muan International Airport. The plane struck surrounding structures near the runway, breaking apart and catching fire. The aircraft, identified as a B737-800, carried 181 people, including 175 passengers and 6 crew members. Among the passengers, 173 were Korean nationals and 2 were Thai nationals. The fuselage was almost completely destroyed by fire, leaving only the tail section recognizable. Fire authorities managed to contain the fire by 9:46 a.m. and rescued 2 injured individuals from the tail section of the plane. Both survivors are crew members and are reported to be in stable condition. So it's a miracle that there were 2 survivors in the first place, I personally believe. By 2:29 p.m., the bodies of 120 victims had been recovered, and a temporary mortuary was set up on site. Apart from the 2 rescued crew members, it is presumed that all other passengers perished in the crash. In the briefing held at Muan Airport, the Cheonnam Fire Department stated, after the collision with the wall, many passengers were thrown from the aircraft. The chances of survival are virtually non-existent. I decided not to include a footage of the explosion because some people will be, rather not watch it because it's too violent. Let's see. Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport investigating potential causes, including bird strike and landing gear malfunction. And I'm pretty sure it will take some days or even weeks to pinpoint the exact cause of this accident. So expect the Korean news media talking about this next week and the week after. Probably. We'll see. The ill-fated Jeju Air flight 7C2216 departed from Bangkok at 1:30 a.m. and was scheduled to land at Muan Airport at 8:30 a.m. However, the plane reportedly experienced a landing gear failure and attempted an emergency belly landing before the accident occurred. Belly landing meaning landing without any, landing specific equipment, right? So literally landing with the belly part of the plane. During a government briefing held at the Sejong Government Complex, the Ministry of Land Infrastructure and Transport stated possible causes such as bird strikes or landing gear malfunctions are being considered, but a detailed investigation is required to determine the exact reason. One of the things that I had to do while being in the Korean military was to bird activities control. Whenever, there was a presidential flight before and after. Actually, what was it? Sorry, I'm not in a normal state today because of this accident. I don't even know what I'm talking about. All right, moving on. Sorry. The ministry dismissed speculations that the accident might have been caused by the short length of the runway, explaining that Muan Airport's 2,800-meter runway has consistently accommodated similar-sized aircraft without incident. Majority of victims believed to be residents of Gwangju and South Jeolla region. Muan International Airport primarily serves residents of Gwangju and the South Jeolla region, suggesting that the majority of victims may be from this area. Due to limited domestic routes at Gwangju Airport, residents of Gwangju and surrounding areas often use Muan Airport for international flights. Muan Airport is also popular among local residents because of its free parking and accessibility, eliminating the need to travel to Incheon or other international airports. The airport had recently expanded its international routes, including flights to Bangkok, Japan's Nagasaki, Taiwan's Taipei, and Malaysia's Kota Kinabalu. Passenger traffic increased significantly this year, surpassing 280,000 users by October compared to 250,000 for the entire previous year. Following the crash, local residents are anxiously monitoring the recovery process, checking on the safety of family and friends. Gwangju City and South Jeolla Province have activated disaster response centers to assist with recovery and support efforts. Authorities are identifying victims, preparing medical transportation for casualties, and developing plans to support bereaved families. Acting President Choi Sang-mok leads disaster response efforts. Yeah, as I told you, President got impeached, Prime Minister got impeached as acting president, and now there's another guy called Choi Sang-mok who's doing the acting president role right now. Choi Sang-mok, acting president and deputy prime minister, has declared Muan a special disaster zone and convened a central disaster and safety countermeasures headquarters meeting at Muan County Hall. During the meeting, Choi stated all relevant agencies will work together to dedicate their full resources to rescue and recovery efforts. He emphasized that the government is leveraging all available resources through the Integrated Support Center established on site and the Central Disaster and Safety Countermeasures Headquarters to manage recovery and provide support to victims and their families. And this is the official government statements about the incident. Jeju Air Flight 2216 accidents response update. As of 6:30 p.m. on December 29th, Sunday, the status of the response to the Jeju Air Flight 2216 Bangkok Muan accident, which occurred at approximately 9:03 a.m. is as follows. Casualties. The aircraft was completely destroyed by fire. Of the 181 people on board, 175 passengers, including 2 Thai nationals and 6 crew members, 177 fatalities have been confirmed, with 2 injured and 2 missing. Okay. 2 injured are the 2 survivors. Rescue status. 2 survivors. Okay, here we go. Both cabin crew members were rescued and transported to hospitals in Seoul. One male to Ewha Women's University Seoul Hospital and 1 female to Asan Medical Center. And I heard that these are the crew members who were located in the tail section of the plane, which is partly why they were able to survive. Victim care. Deceased victims are currently being housed in a temporary mortuary established at Muan Airport. For identified victims, their remains will be transported externally in consultation with their families. accident investigation. A team of 8 aviation accident investigators and 9 aviation safety inspectors has arrived at the crash site and is collecting evidence, including the aircraft's operational log. A detailed timeline of the accident is available in the supplementary materials. Interagency collaboration, a total of 1,572 personnel from various organizations, including firefighters, 490 firefighters, 455 police, 340 military personnel, and Coast Guard and local governments have been mobilized. Regional Accident Response Headquarters. A regional accident response headquarters has been established at the site, led by the director of the Busan Regional Office of Aviation. Efforts include operating a family support counseling center, matching victims and family list, arranging family representatives' visit to the crash site, and providing comprehensive support for bereaved families. Okay, so here we go. I hope that was helpful. And as I told you, whenever accidents, large-scale accidents like this happens, a lot of people, artists, / entertainment companies / media agencies become careful about what to release as content. So it is very understandable if some promotion schedules become disrupted or paused, which is why 17 decided to postpone their promotion. Update on BooSeokSoon promotion schedule. So BooSeokSoon is a 3-member unit group of subunit group of 17. We regret to inform you that the release of the official photos for BooSeokSoon's second single album, Teleparty, officially scheduled for today at 6 p.m. has been postponed. The rescheduled upload date will be announced at a later time. We extend our deepest condolences in light of the tragic news and kindly ask for fans' understanding. Thank you. So, yeah, this is what they wrote today at 5 p.m. on X. To anyone wondering why it was postponed, it was due to the recent Jeju flight crash happening. My deep condolences to all the victims. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure all the fans are understanding the situation and the reasoning behind this decision. And BooSeokSoon, this is their promotion timetable. Scheduler. Track list will be released on December 31st. Highlight medley, official teaser, and then official MV album release happening on January 8th. I'm sure they will release the MV and the album according to the schedule. In terms of the track list, official photos, highlight medley, maybe they might be delayed. We'll see. We'll have to see. So I think, the executives are currently discussing about how to handle the situation in light of the accidents. And they'll have to check the mood, national mood and atmosphere of the people. Like what's going on, how are other companies handling, how's the government handling, and how are the media companies handling, all that. And meanwhile, N-Team official made this announcement in Japanese. When translated by Google, it says, special video for LUNÉ release schedule. The upload of the special video for LUNÉ, which was scheduled to be released after 2800 hours JST today, has been postponed. More details will be announced at a later date. We would like to express our deepest condolences and ask for the understanding and cooperation of all fans. Now, I see that a lot of Korean LUNÉs are angry that they wrote this announcement only in Japanese and not in Korean. Oh, speaking of which, they just uploaded this in Korean as well in 17 minutes ago. Okay. 공개 일정 관련 안내. 금일 공개 예정이었던 스페셜 비디오 for LUNÉ 업로드 일정이 연기되었음을 안내드립니다. 변경된 업로드 일정은 다시 안내드릴 예정입니다. 안타까운 비보에 깊은 애도를 표하며 팬 여러분의 너른 양해 부탁드립니다. Yeah, so the Korean fans, Korean LUNÉs were extremely disappointed and angry that even though this accident happened in Korean, the announcement was only written in Japanese. So not caring about or not paying enough attention to Korean LUNAs, Korean fans. So they wrote this 18 minutes ago. That's 5 p.m. Right now it's 9 p.m. So 4 hours later. Okay, so alright. 원래는 이제 사과문서 어려움. Okay, it's understandable why fans are reacting this way, but honestly, I honestly believe that they could express this more in a gentle format. Although, if I say this, they might... Whatever. I'm not going to comment further on this. Okay. And then, yeah, the Korean LUNAs are posting angry comments on Weverse community as well. So, yeah, this is exactly the reason why, especially the entertainment sector, has to be careful about their approach and their content releases during times like this, right? Because Korea, as a hyper-connected nation, the whole nation is in a mourning process. So the entertainment sector, which is supposed to be about, entertainment, has to do 눈치, check out what the national atmosphere is like currently, to decide whether to release something or not. If you were to ask me about my personal opinions, I believe that you cannot force someone to be in a condolences mood, right? You have to respect every individual's decision. But at the end of the day, companies have to care about their consumers, right? But I don't know about other countries, but people use accidents like this to criticize a lot of other people, like artists, politicians, companies, saying how dare you say something like this in times like this? How dare you release content like this when everyone else is mourning? But yeah, we'll have to see. This is a really tragic incident. My heart is broken. So I'm really sorry if there are moments in this video I didn't really make sense, saying gibberish. Okay, that's it. I hope this was informative, and if you'd like to add details or information, please do so by writing comments. If there's anything that I left out in this video, please write comments. And as always, let's stay positive, respectful, and classy despite times like this. And my prayers go to the bereaved families. Sincerely. Thank you guys. Peace and love. Bye-bye.